All right, y'all, welcome back to Believers of Balance. Nico here, and we are joined by a special guest. This guy really doesn't need no introduction. Big fan of his. Of course, every time I think of The Sip, I think of him. Grammy Award-winning music producer, recording artist, philanthropist, activist, actor, and amongst a whole bunch of other things, man. And is starring in a new film, which is a show, but it's a film, which I just had a sneak peek at, and I'm a big fan of. Saints and Sinners, Judgment Day. Everybody welcome Mr. David Banner. What's going on, sir?
Oh, man, thank you for having me, man. You reminded me of all that sort of made me tired. I do a lot of work, though.
Yes, you do, sir. Yes, you do. But let me tell you something, bro. I just got a sneak peek. Oh, boy. Of Saints and Sinners Judgment Day. Now, listen, this is what I got from what I watched. This is just a synopsis, all right? The mayor's in big trouble. Stacia got knocked up. Churches are being sold. Rex ain't having it. And Leona is the prettiest, craziest devil I ever seen in my life. I would definitely not want her as a grandmother or a mother. But you as Pastor Green, bro. Like, it was so much that you guys are bridging this gap for season 5. So tell me a little bit about your role as Pastor Green.
Well, it's amazing, bro, that we talked about my album, The Dial Box. Coming off of The Dial Box, you know, I think I really changed most of the world's perspective on who I was or who I am. When in actuality, it's a bit of both. It's a bit of the little David, it's a little bit of the old David Banner, and a little bit of what people perceive the new David Banner. I think they hid most of the show from me when they pitched the show to me, because if you really think about it, Pastor Green is the only sane person on the show.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, I say they got David playing the pastor. Okay.
Yeah, and he's the moral compass of the show. And I was actually honored to play that because, and let me tell you a secret, bro. I'm gonna give you a secret. I'm gonna give you a scoop. I'm not really fond of most pastors. Mm-hmm. And the people on the show know that. And like, so what I asked them to do, preachers, most preachers, not all preachers, and politicians, I'm not really a fan of, just to be honest with you.
Yeah.
I think to a certain degree that they do as bad to our community as some of the police do. Just like there's some of the police, some of the pastors. But what I asked the people on Saints and Sinners, I asked them, can I make a pastor that I would believe in? I have a friend that's in St. Louis, and he's a pastor. He knows how I feel about pastors. And he asked me, similar to Rudy, why do I support his church? And I told him, I said, because if Jesus really existed, then you are acting like Jesus. You're not. A lot of pastors tell you, you know, what Jesus would do, and then they're doing the exact opposite in their own personal time. Whereas the pastors I would want to follow are pastors who are not perfect. I'm not saying that they're perfect, but they are trying to be an example of Jesus through their actions and not through their words. And I can honestly say that the producers, the writers, the staff on Saints and Sinners have allowed me to be that type of pastor.
That is super dope. That is super dope, and I'm glad that you gave that explanation too, because a lot of other people feel the same way. To be honest with you, I think there's a lot of church hurt,
and they're scared to say it.
And they scared to say it. It's scared, man. Listen, there's so many people walking around here with church hurt, man. I know for a fact. I was one of them years ago. You know what I mean? Like, it was crazy. So I definitely love the fact that they put a spin on it by having you as the pastor. I said, this is good, man.
And they know that, you know, even when people know when they send me to radio stations and the TV, they know I'm going to tell the truth if people ask the right questions. I'm going to say what I have to say. And the truth is, in our communities, that's why I like Saints and Sinners so much. Saints and Sinners ain't too far off from the truth in some of our churches.
Not
all of our churches, but some of our churches need to be cleaned up before we can clean up our neighborhoods and clean up the schools.
Absolutely.
And Saints and Sinners is likely based off of the original personal church in her hometown.
That's so much the truth. That is so true. That is so true, because it wasn't until I got close in working within the church, like actually having a role in it, that I felt like I was getting too close. And I was like, I remember telling my wife, I need to fall back, because I'm finding out too much stuff I don't even want to know. It is making me look at people completely different.
But you need that, and we need to get closer so we can be that change. Let me make sure that people know this too. Sunday, February 14th, we have the movie Saints and Sinners. Now, the movie is not the TV show. The TV show actually starts on my birthday, Sunday, April 11th.
Yes, sir.
9 p.m. Eastern time. But the movie is Sunday, February 14th. And if you haven't seen Saints and Sinners, this is a good refresher course. I can honestly say, man, that I think that there is enough, because you know how our people are addicted to a little pettiness and a little danger and a little bit of spice. I think Saints and Sinners have enough balance in it to keep people interested, but still give them that end result of something that can really help you in life, I believe.
Yeah, absolutely. When I was watching that, I seen many different characters that we can relate to in normal everyday life, like you were saying. So it's really good. I'm gonna tell you something though. It's bad when you really start to dislike somebody off their character. But man, the grandmother, yo boy. Oh no.
Oh, you talking about Leona?
Yeah. I mean, she threw the whole family under the bus.
Hey, she gonna do something so cold in the movie, bro.
Oh my goodness.
It's gonna shake everybody. And I know they gonna go to commercial right when she do it, just to have people
holding on, right? Yep.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
And let me tell you, man, what's crazy about it is Donna Biscoe, who plays Leona, when she turns that character on, you can feel it when she's walking through set.
Woo.
It's almost like a big cobra.
Yeah.
Is walking through set. I mean, she ill with it, bro.
Yeah. She killed that. And speaking of the cast, like you just mentioned, Donna Briscoe, Robin Givens. I mean, you got Jasmine Burt, yourself, Clifton Powell. You can't forget Clifton Powell up in there. And it's a twist at the end for him too. And I like that twist.
Yep. My little brother, Karan Joseph Riley, who actually died in the TV show, but they're bringing him back in a lot of flashbacks. Y'all check him out. He's up and coming, killing the acting game. So y'all check out Karan Joseph Riley too.
And we cannot forget Miss Vanessa Bell Calloway. I had the opportunity to speak to her a couple weeks ago, and she's such a sweet lady, and she does a phenomenal job as the mayor as well.
And no disrespect at all, but you all may remember her. She was supposed to be Eddie Murphy's wife in the very first Coming to America.
Bark like a dog.
First wife. Boy, and let me tell you, she was stunning then.
Yes.
And Vanessa's still bad
yes,
now
to
this day. I'm sorry. No disrespect, but yeah. I just want to that right there. And as the pastor of Saints and Sinners, let's move on.
Pastor Green has spoken, y'all. Pastor Green has spoken, man. I'm looking forward to it. It comes on this Sunday on Valentine's Day, 9 p.m., of course, on Bounce. And then it's the bridge to season 5 that is happening on your birthday, like you said, Sunday, April 11th. Y'all got to check out Saints and Sinners Judgment Day. It's a lot. It's a lot.
Yeah. Let me add one other caveat to this that's very important. I was looking at, Rihanna's company this morning, and it made me think how much it's important for us to support, people that look like us.
Yeah.
Support Rihanna. Support Saints and Sinners. We sit back and we complain about there not being, movies and TV shows that are made, directed, written by us. It's very important. Saints and Sinners, actually, the numbers on Saints and Sinners is competing with some of the biggest shows that's out there.
Wow.
And, the way that this TV show came about was very important. And I would just ask you all, on the merit of it just being a great show by itself, that's important, but also supporting us, man, as much as we possibly can, making sure that we can continue. Because you know how it is on radio and on TV. They open up they crack a door, and if we can't get as many of us through there as we possibly can until we can make our own, it makes it hard, man. So me having an independent movie company, and I'm right at the beginning of making my very first independent movie, I want to say to support other people who are doing the same. And I want to say this because I'm about to talk about this on Instagram. Any writers who do music, art, TV. Let black folks win even in our dreams and in our movies.
Yeah.
I'm sick of black folks making movies where we don't even win in our own movie.
Wow.
And y'all, we got to give our kids some vision.
Absolutely, bro. Absolutely. I couldn't have said it any better. I think that you hit it on the head with that. And I'm glad that you're actually going to take to your own platform and talk about that on IG.
All of my stuff is just David Banner, and my website is davidbanner.com. Y'all support. Thank y'all. Bless.